And welcome everybody to another episode of FarmVille2 Country Escape live stream with Scott and Jennilee. And you guys, we have Jennilee tonight. Hi, Jennilee.
Hi.
And we have something new tonight, guys. We have an announcement. Right away, we're going to make it online because we're going to have some new listeners soon. I'm pleased to tell everybody that after this episode, in fact, this is the first episode, we'll be on Apple as well as Google Play for podcasts. So you can listen to us on your Apple device from the podcast store after tonight, which is going to be really awesome. So I wanted to kind of intro that. And for the new listeners who are listening to us after the fact on a podcast from Apple or Google Play, thank you so much for joining in. Right, Jennilee?
Yes, thank you. Welcome.
This webcast or podcast is all about FarmVille2 Country Escape. The live stream is also about FarmVille2 Country Escape, but for those of you who may not know what that is, it's a game you play on your device. It's super fun, and it brings everybody together. Anyways, listeners that are new tonight, welcome. Not new, old listeners. Jennilee, let's just get into who's here. I know that we usually, well, let's do jobs. Let's do the job, because we always do a job. You had a job last week, right? I think you did.
I did.
You sent me slides.
So, yes. So first I tried applying for wedding planner because we have the Scarecrow wedding event going on. Mm-hmm. They shot me down for that. But they gave me the job of helping with decorations.
Right.
And they put me in charge of pumpkin carving.
All right. And these are the pictures you sent me. Is this your attempt at your productivity this week?
I told them not to let me carve pumpkins. I said it, and they didn't listen. And needless to say, these pumpkins are not invited to the wedding.
Did you use any sort of tools, or did you just go at them with your hands? Because they look pretty massacred.
I used some tools, but I didn't know what I was using or how to use them. So
nice, beautiful attempts. I thought maybe something like alive came out of these pumpkins. That's really funny. That's funny. All right, so yes, pumpkin event. So we have a pumpkin event that just started. And have you been playing it, Jennilee?
I started it yesterday, and since I now have a real life job, I was busy today, so I haven't yet gotten on, but I will after our live stream.
I'm going to start it live on the show, but before we do, let's see who we have in our chat room tonight.
Okay, so far we have a couple watchers tonight. It's a little bit, looks like a slower night for us. Jell is here.
Jell, thank you for joining us. Jell came on early tonight, about half an hour ago. I said hello to her.
I see that. And also David was early. Hi, David.
Hey, David. I didn't say hi to you. I'm sorry, but I'll say hi to you now.
We also have Jean and Sherry and Chantel.
Jean or Janine? Jean, I think, right?
Jean, yes.
And
Jean.
Sherry and Chantel, welcome, ladies.
And Lorraine is back. I'm so happy. Hi, Lorraine.
Lorraine, you're back. How's things, Lorraine? You're still at the Walmart parking lot, are you? Just kidding.
Poor Lorraine.
Every time I think of Lorraine, I think of this person in a Walmart parking lot in their motorhome. I know she's not in a Walmart parking lot, but that's what we talked about when she first started telling us she was logged in from her motorhome. But anyway,
I picture her as a very crafty lady sitting in her trailer and making like a million different crafty beady things.
Exactly. Okay. Well, there we go. At least.
We also have Jackie and Brenda.
Hey, Jackie and Brenda. So awesome you guys could join us.
And Janine, and I already said Brenda, so Janine.
Janine. I knew Janine. I figured Janine would be here. Hey, Janine. Nice of you to join us.
And then also Jean, is saying, Scott, will you send out info on where to go for podcast?
Yeah, we'll put it on Facebook. I don't know if you guys have used podcasts for your Android or Apple device before. There's actually an app on your phone that says podcast if you have an Apple, or it's similar on an Android, I think. Anyways, you're just going to go there and you're going to search for probably FarmVille2 Country Escape or something to that effect. But yeah, I'll send a link on Facebook for everybody to get on. And it'll be the same show, everyone, as this is the show now. It'll just be broadcast to more people. So if someone's driving down the highway and they want to listen to us for who knows why, but they could certainly do that. Right, Jennilee?
You know, and when you and I were talking about doing this as a podcast, because we've talked about it a few times, actually.
Right.
But the first two people I thought of were actually Lorraine and Anne, because Anne has told us, a few times she's been driving, and Lorraine says, sometimes she's doing other things like dishes. So I think this would be awesome.
For sure.
That they can throw us on a podcast.
Yay! Yeah, that would
totally... Oh, and Anne's here. Hi, Anne.
Anne, thank you for joining us. Anne with the wrench. Hey, is Frank not here? Oh my goodness, something's wrong with Frank.
No, where is Frank?
Frank is missing a podcast from us? This is unheard of.
This is the first one, and this is episode 27.
I hope he's okay. He's got to be okay, right?
Right. We'll check on him after this.
We'll have to send him messages.
Yeah.
All right, so you just interrupt me anytime you want, Jennilee, with chat from our chat room. And people that are listening, you need to come on Thursday nights at this time and say hi to us. We'd love to have you here.
Lorraine said she got her bumper sticker yesterday.
Yay!
She's so excited.
See, I'm not a liar. I did send them out. Awesome. So
she says she loves it.
Lorraine, you're going to have to take a picture and put it on our live stream page for us. That's awesome.
I want to see it.
I didn't know.
And I'm still waiting on my bumper sticker, by the way.
Yeah, well, you got to wait a little longer. I'm sorry. I knew you'd forgive me if I didn't send yours out.
Jean says we'll not have this Thursday meetings. I don't know. Are you talking about?
No, Jean, we're still going to be here. Nothing's changing. I think she's meaning if we're not going to be here on Thursdays. Maybe that's what she's thinking.
Oh, no, we'll still be here.
Yeah, what we're doing, Jean, is when the show is finished, when this podcast is finished or the live stream is finished, I'm going to record or take the audio from it, and we're going to put it on Google Play and YouTube. Or not YouTube, it's on YouTube. Google Play and iTunes. So what that means is lots of times, like for example, when I went to British Columbia last weekend, on the car trip, I played TED Talks from podcast button on my iPhone, listened to like 8 hours of podcasts. So this will allow people who are driving in their car or going to work or coming home from work to be able to tune in and listen to me and Jennilee.
Brenda said her daughter Katie says hi. Hi, Katie.
Hey, Katie. Nice to see your daughter and you. Yay. Awesome.
And then Denise is here. She says hi all the way from New Zealand. Hi, Denise.
Hey, Denise. Wow, who did we have from Australia last week?
Esther.
Esther. Well, look at that. The two islands in the ocean far, far away. Nice for you guys.
Did you see Esther posted a picture for us yesterday on the page?
Was it yesterday?
I think it said yesterday.
Because she posted pictures of her vacation that she was doing in Australia.
Yes, she posted another picture yesterday of an emu.
Cool. Was she riding it?
No.
No. We
can ask her.
Can you ride emus? I wonder if they're rideable.
I wouldn't advise it.
No? How about ostriches?
No.
Can you ride an ostrich?
They might be more sturdy.
That's true. That is true. So we do have some news this week. Should we? Well, I'm not going to play the newsreel today, but we can talk about the news. Would you like me to talk about the news? It's not really news. There's sort of news. It's mini news.
Like specific news? Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so have you noticed where the chat bar went to? I'll just bring it up on the screen.
Yes, I thought it was just me, but I'm glad other people were posting things too.
and I thought it was just me too. So what happened this week was normally in the FarmVille game, obviously the chat box is at the bottom, and now it's at the top. And I, for the life of me, couldn't figure out which tab went away. Did you know which one actually left?
Someone on one of the pages said the Twitter tab.
The broken Twitter tab. So I don't know why they would have chose to put the chat box at the top, because we had people in our co-op think that you couldn't chat in the game anymore. Or did you see that post that Dora made?
Poor Dora, yeah.
Oh, poor Dora. so yeah, they moved the chat box on us. Oh, we're getting chat. I got the chat up. We got lots of hearts from Darlene and Audrey. Anyways, yeah. Aww. So they moved the chat to the top, which is kind of weird because you would think you would leave it at the bottom and just remove the Twitter box, right?
Right.
Anyways, I thought that maybe they were going to release some new feature, so I asked Lad this week about the chat being moved. And he said that...
I don't like it moved up there. It's confusing.
It is really weird. But yeah,
Jean says it messes my cloning chatter.
that is true. And then I click on global instead of clicking on the co-op one. Is that what you're doing too? Like I'm clicking on the the co-op tab to buy stuff, and I'm trying to click on the global tab. It messes it all up. I don't understand why they switched around the controls like that. But
I agree.
But Lad did say that it was the Twitter dysfunctioning thing that never worked in the first place. He didn't say that. I'm making that up. But he said that it was removed because Twitter obviously doesn't work, or it wasn't working, right?
Yeah. I don't have Twitter, so I never clicked on it.
I think I have it, but I've never tweeted on it. We probably need to get into that someday.
Well, I think I made one when Twitter first came out years and years and years ago.
How about Instagram? Are you Instagrammer?
No.
You're not an Instagrammer? You don't have an Instagram account?
I did find out this past weekend, though, that the young kids believe that Facebook is only for old people.
You didn't know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Really? Totally.
I guess that officially makes me old.
Because it's Instagram is the place you want to go for the young people. Instagram.
Oh.
But
see, I'm not self-obsessed with, with what's going on with me. I want to see other people's stuff. So
actually, I think I'm wrong. I think it's Snapchat. Chat room maybe can help us because there's probably lots of moms in the chat room, and I'm sure their kids are using Snapchat and Instagram. But I know my two daughters, they use Snapchat and Instagram all the time, and Facebook they use to talk to their mom and dad.
Oh boy, I didn't know that.
So your children will be on Snapchat and Instagram soon.
Oh geez. Okay.
Anyways, but I've heard that the older generation of people use Facebook. It used to be called The Facebook. Did you know that? It used to be called The Facebook.
I've had a Facebook account since it very first started in 2005 or 2004.
Cool.
And back in the day, Facebook was only for college students. It was a college connection. It wasn't for everybody.
Yeah, I think it started in Harvard. There's been a movie made about it, right?
I don't know. I just remember when I logged in the very first time, I had to put a student ID in just to make an account.
Nice. Yeah, because it was just for people to communicate through on campuses. And it was called, the original launch, it was called The Facebook. And then they dropped they dropped the word the because that just sounded stupid.
Sherry says my daughter still uses Facebook.
Nice.
Jean says my kids told me I don't need Snapchat. They probably don't want you on Snapchat.
Yeah. Okay. Who said Janine or Jean?
Jean.
So Jean, they don't want you on there because they will see what you could. Then you will see what they're posting. So you might want to sign up. In fact, that is why my wife has an Instagram and a Snapchat account. Actually, Instagram, not Snapchat. Maybe Snapchat. I don't even know. I don't have either. Actually, I think I have them, but I haven't used them. But that is why, because my wife goes onto my kids' accounts and makes sure there's no funny business going on.
That's smart.
Exactly.
Lorraine said her kids use Snapchat, Kik, and Twitter.
Kik. I've never heard of Kik. See, there's so much new stuff coming out, too. And Twitter, too. Twitter... maybe LinkedIn or whatever they call it. That's something too.
I have that.
Oh, you do? Do you use it?
Yeah. Not very often because it's just like it's kind of like Facebook. Like people post their stuff on there. I just used it for connections to help write a profile and figure out like job stuff.
Right. Yeah, it's more of a from what I understand or what I look like, it's more of a professional kind of a page. But I see my cows aren't buffed by Anne, so Anne must have had a really busy week this week. Or I think I clicked on my cows the other night because I was making mad stuff, and they were speed seeded, and I used them and I didn't get the bonus. But anyways, I just plucked them.
Lorraine said Kik was pre-Snapchat.
Wow, interesting. Huh. All you parents, anybody listening right now who has young teenage children or is going to have young teenage children, just make sure you get on all of the social media stuff so you can watch what they're posting.
Well, and I can say that also from, I'm not a paralegal anymore, but I can tell you a lot of our cases, we pulled information from Snapchat, and people think, oh, you can't see it because it sticks around for a couple seconds and disappears. Well, I promise you, we know how to pull that stuff back.
There you go. Life tips. Don't be Snapchatting things that you don't want other people to have forever.
Right.
And
keep your needs to yourself.
And this is just general information, and I'm pretty sure our audience is pretty educated and pretty responsible. But when you apply for a job, like I know as an employer, when I get an applicant, the first thing I do is I search for them on Facebook. And I read their profile and I look at all their pictures. Have you ever? Because you can tell a lot about the kind of person the person is by looking at their profile on Facebook or on other social media sites.
Well, I did that too with paralegal. If I had a person's name come across my desk, but then reading through their stuff, I really was curious, like what they look like or whatever, then I would look them up on Facebook.
Exactly. So, and, you know, if you're looking for a person who's, you know, I mean, I don't know if you call it respectful, but if you see their posts and it's full of this non-respectful kind of F you, F this, F that, like it really makes a difference on the application process, right? Or if you're going to get the job or not. Because you want someone who you want to basically be respectful in your public setting, like for customer service wise. And if the person is not being that by their posts on Facebook, it really makes a big difference, doesn't it? I think it does. Mm-hmm. All right, we have a little bit more. I know there's probably some chat to catch on, but before we do that, I have my survey up. So did you see the link I posted? Oh, you probably didn't see the link I posted for the free keys this week. Did you?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so I'll post it on the Facebook page after the live stream, but hopefully it's still that they're going to be there. You'll see on the bottom left corner of your screen, and it's the FarmVille 2 Country Escape survey, and you get 10 free keys. So you go ahead and click that and put in your player number after you do the survey, and you will get 10 free keys. And it came on a couple days ago. And I just did mine before the live stream, so it's still working. So for those of you who want to find it, you can go to the FarmVille 2 page and you can just click on the survey link, or you can go to the forums, which is what I have open here, and click on it, or you can just click on the link on our Facebook page, which I'll post later. So 10 free keys, which they do probably once a month or two, and you come here to know about it. So there you go. Make sure you do it, Jennilee.
Yes, sir.
Anyways, do you have any chat to catch up on?
I do. Brenda says to get Net Nanny.
Net Nanny. I've never used that.
I don't know. Maybe you can tell your wife, though.
Maybe Brenda can tell us about it on chat. So I think, doesn't it block sites? Like it blocks inappropriate searches and sites. I think that's what it might do. But yeah, good advice. I mean, monitoring your online life of your kids is a really important thing to do. I would just totally agree with. Yeah. Even though your kids are like little tiny kids. They have online lives yet, Jennilee?
No, not at all.
Because I think you need to be 14 to get a Facebook account, but I'm not sure on Instagram or Twitter or Snapchat. I think Snapchat's 12, maybe not.
I don't know. Lorraine said she caught her sending bad pictures at 17 and took her electronics away until she was 18. Good job, Mom.
Sending bad pics. Yeah, that's not good. And I mean, the thing is if you're not monitoring it, you don't know what's going on. So definitely.
Exactly.
So if you don't have any other tools, chat room, besides Net Nanny that you can post for our watchers and listeners, go ahead and do that, because you certainly want to protect your children.
Exactly. Anne says, sorry, Scott, just went on and fertilized them. So
yay! All right, so I'll be able to check it in a second, and let's try to get my double milk. I did my prize wheel. I don't even know what I got. I wasn't paying attention.
I saw a pear and money.
How are we doing on the boat races? Because I feel I've really been not contributing at all to our boat races. How have you been doing?
Decent. I'm still on my first task because I clicked on the make 300 or 30,000 points for the fair.
And you're still working on that? You know, I thought I could do an easy one this week. I chose potatoes. And you know what the worst thing about it is? Oh, it actually went away. But I ended up now having all these baked potatoes because I didn't complete it. So now I have a million zillion baked potatoes. Or I had. I know. But they only give you a few hours to do it, some of them, right? And so if you forget that you have it, you just end up not doing it. So what can I do today? Let's check. What's my lists? Are they the same for everybody? Do you know? Blueberries. 60 blueberries. I got 1 hour to do 60 blueberries. Oh no, 1 day. Let's do that one. Peel blueberries is going to be easy. Let me pick my blueberries while we're on the topic. Is it going to be less than an hour for replenishment? 3 hours? Oh man, these are probably going to be so not done, but whatever. We're doing blueberries.
So Janine said she did the survey and she got her keys.
Perfect. I think it takes 24 hours to get your keys. And Janine probably saw my post on my BAM site that I have on Facebook. So because I did post it there right after I saw it, I saved the live stream survey for the live stream because I didn't want to. I wanted to have something to give for you guys today. So obviously, so how are we doing on boat race? I clicked on it like 3 times and haven't looked. Are we like in any like third position or what? We're in first?
No, we're in first.
Whoa! Who's kicking butt? So boat races seems to be popular. What do I click on? Where's the button? There's like I'm just clicking everywhere. Your mother would be like so mad at me right now. Oh, here we go. Co-op stats. She gets mad because I move the screen too fast and click on things too fast. Chrissy with 11 points. Fran with 11 points. Celia with 11 points. Lily with 9 points. Lily's a new person too, right? Good job. So, yes. Good job, Lily. We're so glad we recruited you. Audrey with 8 points. No wonder we're kicking butt. Rosie's got 9 points. Rosie's from New Zealand. Did you say Rosie was here or another person from New Zealand is here?
No, someone else from New Zealand.
Wow, we have like New Zealand people like crazy. Tracy's at 6 points. Good job. Kathy at 5. Lori at 5. Anne is at 5. Look at us. We're not even on the list yet. I'm not even going to scroll down because I'm pretty sure we're really slacking, Jennilee.
Well, and each task gives different amount of points too. So I always look at the amount of points and I try to do ones that are worth more.
Right. Well, you know what? I feel I've let the co-op down and I have 438 speed seeds. So instead of waiting 4 hours for more blueberries, I'm just going to go ahead and speed seed my way to victory here. What do you think of that?
There you go.
So I just speed seeded 4 of my blueberry patches. I mean, I only use 8 speed seeds, and we're going to get, I guess like, whoa, something just happened. Oh, my screen just went crazy. Sorry.
It hasn't gone crazy for me yet.
45, 50, it will in a second. Okay.
Oh, there it goes.
5 more, yeah, there we go. And, okay, 60 blueberries. Now let's turn this in. Look, I'm gonna contribute. Task complete. That's how you do it, people. Wow, look at that boat moving. That is the fastest moving boat I've ever seen in my life. It was so fast that I had to, like, put my glasses on so I didn't miss the speed across the screen.
Until it showed up for me, I didn't know you were being sarcastic.
That's okay. You should have just guessed I was being sarcastic. You know,
David said he only has 4 teams in his race.
Yeah, and David, did you just recently get the boat races? Because I'm not sure what the situation is with boat races, as in how many people have them again. But when we first got them back, there was like just us, and then we played against like 1 team or 2 teams, and then we played against 5 or 6 teams, and then we are now back on the normal rotation, it seems. I don't know. That's awesome. See, now I've got to go to my task and turn them in. Okay, we did it. I just like, wait, did I do it? Did my boat move? Oh yeah, it must have. But why didn't it? Okay, never mind. How about shrimp? I feel like 175 shrimp? What are you supposed to do with 175 shrimp after you make 175 shrimp?
You better be making lots of honey butter.
That's true, honey butter. So then because the honey butter... honey butter, what does that make? Shrimp skewers, right? Oh man, I can't believe I just totally didn't know that. 10 Nick tasks? I don't think so. That would be bad.
Anne said, yay, get it done, Scott.
Get it done. I am moving along. Complete 3 quests in quest book. We're doing that. Because I think I have a boatload of quests to do. Let's check it out. I probably have one that I can complete already. Oh, I don't.
David said, always had the races. This is our 6th or 7th race.
Okay, so they didn't lose them when the week everybody lost them? Well, they probably did, but they probably just got them back.
And Sherry says it's only her and 1 other team this week. That's awesome.
But Sherry and David, was it, well, only 6 people competing, so I don't know. It seems odd then. I don't understand how it's supposed to work, like how many teams you're supposed to go up against. I just don't get it. Do you get it? It seems it's like they have random things, like I don't even know, maybe it's a test or something. I don't know. I'm trying to make pear jam here. I don't want to forget. Don't let me forget pear jam.
Okay.
Do you like jam? Crabapple jam? I like crabapple jam. Like literally in the real world.
No, so Ursula in the real world is the best jam maker that I've ever seen. She makes one that's called jungle jam or monkey jam.
All right.
And he puts banana in it, and it's
oh man, is it like not? It's not going to look nice though, is it?
It looks like a yellowish brown, but it's not like an ugly yellowish brown, and it's probably the best tasting jam I've ever had.
Wow.
It goes so fast. Everyone fights for it.
Nice. We need to put the recipe on our site.
You know what? If I was any good in the kitchen, I would make some myself. So I would love to have the recipe as well.
I should make some. I should do another episode of FarmVille cooking, and I'll make some jam from the instructions on the cooker. Like the strawberry jam. What is it? I feel that would be all right. Two jars. Well, for one jam, 1 jar, 2 strawberries, and 3 cups of sugar. That would probably be pretty decent jam, right? Sweet. It would be good.
I believe you.
You believe me? I think pretty much everything is just sugar, fruit, and jars, according to, yeah, pretty much. All of the FarmVille jams are just sugar, fruit, and a jar. Anyways, I'm going to build my last pear jam so I can turn in my first quest and hopefully help our boat race team win more prizes.
Oh, so, hold on. I got some chat to catch up on.
Okay, go.
This is so cool. David said, we got 4th last race and still received the hand. The hand gave everyone 10 extra spaces in barn and silo.
What? No, it didn't.
That's incredible.
It did not. Even if you had like 920, you'd go to 940 or 30, I mean, because I don't add very well tonight. So you're saying that it was a prize? Like when you, was it one of the ones you select or you just got it? I
want that prize.
I know, me too. I don't get it. How did it work? Like, so it just randomly did it or what?
He said yes, but let's see if he says something else too.
Okay.
David, that is so cool.
David, we're jealous. We want that. Maybe
yes.
Maybe it's someone in our co-op figured that out and they're like, we want 10 extra spaces. Because what is your barn sitting at, Jennilee? How much stuff can you put in there?
I think I'm sitting at 560.
Oh, you're like so much more than I am. You play this game a lot more than I do, I think. I feel that. 300 silo. What about you?
Silo is small. I think I stopped at 200.
Okay. So I have a bigger silo, but I have a smaller barn.
Well, I figured I needed more space in the barn, and that way if the silo overruns, right, then it goes into the barn. So.
It does, but I have like 300 in my silo. I have 61 blueberries. 61 blueberries. What am I going to do with 61 blueberries? Do I make something or just get rid of them on the global market?
Get rid of them.
All right.
David said the whole co-op got it, even if barn and silo are maxed. That's incredible.
What the heck, David? That is awesome news. You needed to Facebook message me this, and I could have had this as one of our major news things on our show tonight. But that is awesome.
That is so cool.
Like I gotta put our major news up. Here, wait, here we go. Boom. It's coming up just for you, David. Major news. Boom. That's awesome. Major news. I love it. Okay, back to my blueberries. I gotta dump them. How many? If I can sell one at a time, I'm gonna be so mad. How many blueberries can you sell at once? 10. Hope it's 10. Oh, thank goodness. Could you imagine having 61 blueberries and not being able to sell them 10 at a time?
And then you sell one at a time? That would be hilarious.
Some of the time...
Please don't sell one at a time.
Oh, that'd be bad. And then I always... You know how you get so... Have you ever done this? Have you guys in the chat room, and Jennilee, have you done this? Have you put stuff in the market, meaning to sell it on global, but you check the little button and you sell it to the co-op instead?
Yes, I have.
Because you're so used to selling to the co-op, and then it just naturally clicks on it, and then you're like, oh man, and then it sits there for like a day unless you have somebody buy it and sell it on global for you. Right?
It happens. Mm-hmm.
MJC needs a loaded potato, so I think I might have one.
I have a couple. Janine said sell blueberries in the silo.
Oh, I could have done that, and then they would have been gone. Now look, I put 40 in there already. Couldn't I read that like a little while ago, Jennilee?
Sorry.
It's okay, I'll sell the rest.
Well, it was while you were putting them up that she posted that. So.
That's true. I just sold them, so that was good. But you know what? I sold 60 blueberries, and I only have 19 spaces freed up, which means I must have had a bunch of blueberries in my barn, overflowing. What do I have? Oh, never mind. I'm good. Continue. Any other chatters?
No, not yet.
Not yet? Hold on one sec. I just gotta get my phone because I had some notes in my phone. I'll just look. I lost my phone. My phone is gone. Never mind. Okay, no notes. I don't see my cows being refreshed. I wonder if it takes a while or if I have to restart. I think I have to restart. I feel I need to restart.
When it's on my phone, I have to restart to get on.
Yes, I feel that's what's... Oh, you remember that glitch we talked about with the helping hands, where you request a helping hand, but you get 2 or 3?
Yes.
You've had that happen, right?
Yes.
Recently or a long time ago?
Like 2 weeks ago, maybe.
Chat room, do you know what we're talking about? When you request a helping hand from your co-op, I have to wait 3 hours, and it sends you, like, there's one little guy sitting on the bench here, but it sends you 2 or it sends you 3, and you can use them all for that particular thing. I'm just wondering if the chat room has had that experience as well. I feel that it happens to a lot of people. I heard a beeping. I'm sorry. Oh dear. See, this is what the problem is. Anakin just posted pears on sale exclusively for co-op members. Anakin, who needs pears? Oh dear. Now it's beeping like crazy. Anakin just left pears on sale exclusively for co-op members. Oh, shush up. It's like now it's like, this is what the problem is when I... Oh dear. There's a whole lot of beeping going on, Jennilee.
Anne said she's going to send a picture, but I didn't read that until I actually just hit sending. So I sent you a picture as well of where I got 3 helping hands. I think it was, I should have a date on my picture, right? September 9th.
Yeah, I think I did see that photo. But I'm curious to know if the chat room has had it. I'm sorry for the beeping, everyone. There is beeping like crazy going on. The Scarecrow wedding event, I'm getting all of these notifications, and it's just so annoying. I don't know how to shut it up. I'm sorry. Bing, bing, bing. People are like having car accidents right now, driving through red lights. Seriously.
Let me catch up on some. Let me catch up on some chat. So Janine said, Scott, you need to get some nails in the prize tent and then increase your silo.
True.
Then Jackie said,
I could do that.
Yeah, I had. Sorry.
No, I have on my silo. There's like a bunch of notifications going on. I think it's because oh, there it's finally. Oh, what the heck? I'm gonna have to click it and madly make a bunch of people upset with me. But anyways, I need just 3 more keys for my crop silo, but I need a whole bunch for my barn, and I was saving for my barn. But anyways, okay, I'm gonna power through these bingings because they're driving me crazy. So, internet world, I apologize. And now they stopped. Okay, good. Hallelujah. There must have been like 20, Jenny Lee. It was really annoying. We probably just lost like 3 subscribers.
Well, if you look on your Facebook, I sent you a picture of the multiple helping hands.
Ah, let's check. Let me check.
Jackie says she's had twins a few times.
Yeah, that's really strange. Okay, this I can close, and if I click this, so here's the picture you sent. I'll click on it and make it bigger. So neat that you can send me stuff and I can bring it up on the screen live. Oh yes, 8 hours, 2 minutes. 8 hours, 1 minute. That's the one from Darlene. Right?
Yes, she sent me 3 helping hands.
Nice, Darlene sent you 3. Well, thank you,
Darlene. I threw all 3 of them right there in the pier.
And did they do any good? Like, did you get stuff?
I still got my 900 experience points, so I was happy.
Yeah, that's true. Oh, I found my phone because it flashed. There it is. Okay, good. Now I have my notes back. Although my battery's at 1%.
Because of all that beeping.
I know. I was like, I'm so sorry, everybody. It was like beep, beep, beep. Anyways, any other... Whoa, that's a huge pumpkin. I just clicked on your pumpkin picture again that you sent it.
Anne says, the better you do in the race, the better the hand.
In the boat races?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah, the hand gives you better thingamajiggies. Yeah, for sure.
And David said, I've had double farm hands from one request. And Jackie said, and when I gave a farm hand, I had over 30 rewards. That's freaking awesome.
No kidding. That is craziness.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the while you're chatting, I'm gonna go to the FarmVille2 Facebook page because there was an interesting post that was made about suggestions for the game, and I want to read some of them. But you go ahead and keep reading chat while I'm scrolling.
Oh, I'm caught up on chat.
You are caught up. So, okay, I feel it should be like right here. Oh, that's
but with the Facebook page, so if I try to pull it up on my phone, I can't get anything current. Every time I click on the FarmVille2 page, it pulls up information from like 2014.
That's really weird.
I never get current stuff, and I've tried several times, like when I'm getting ready for our traffic reports.
Even if you swipe down, you're talking about the FarmVille2 Facebook page, right? Even if you swipe down to refresh it. I swipe down,
I try to click on where it says like view visitors posts, you know?
Yeah.
And I can't see anything.
Weird.
It's frustrating.
That is frustrating. So you need to use your computer then, I guess.
Yes, I need to start trying to do it from my computer because my phone's obviously not cooperating.
Exactly. All right, so I found the post I was looking for among the beeping and the annoying notifications. I don't know if I can shut those things off, but whatever. Anyways, so FarmVille2 was asking people about the survey and for people to complete the survey, and people were commenting about can we have separate storage spaces for padlocks and nails? And there was lots of people replying with, yes, we need to have a separate storage space for padlocks and nails. But remember when Lad was on the show, he mentioned that the reason they don't do that is so you can manage your storage space, right?
Right, which makes sense to me.
It does make sense. And I think, like, really, if you had 900 in your barn, like, you got to be seriously addicted, or not addicted to FarmVille, but you have to have a... I don't know. What do you think? Like, do you have issues on space with your 400 and whatever you have, or 500 and whatever you have?
I don't have issues, but I can see where other people are coming from because, like, you have 182 of the ticket things.
Right.
What if that were to take up space in your barn?
Oh, that would be bad. But then we just spend them. Like, we'd buy stuff like nets and things, right?
Right, but as it is right now, those don't take up space. Those are just kind of hanging out. So I see why people are like, hey, why can't we have somewhere else that these go?
But maybe we could...
I see why they're like that.
Why don't we have better ways to spend them on then? Like, maybe we should be able to make Speed Seed or make Helping Hands with using those or something.
Well, that's a good suggestion to send to Facebook or to Zynga.
That's true. Yes, so that got a lot of people replying on the Facebook page that they've been asked the same suggestion. They want that. And then John writes, "We've been asking this question for 4 years and nothing's been done yet." But really, I don't think nothing's been done. They just chose not to do anything.
Listen to the answer. Well, you keep asking, but you're not liking the answer that you get, that's why you're not liking it.
and then Nancy says that don't believe that they will discuss it with the team. They haven't in years. So they're saying that the stuff, like when you post on FarmVille's site and FarmVille replies with, "We're going to tell the team," it doesn't go anywhere. That's what Nancy believes. But... I mean, it's easy to believe that because nothing ever really happens, right? Like people will whine about stuff for like a long time, and they don't see any change, and so they just feel that they're not being listened to. Correct?
Either that, or they're not paying attention when the answer comes out. Like that specific question, we've already received an answer from Zynga about that. So
that's true, but we're kind of lucky that way because we kind of have a little bit of an inside with them. Whereas remember when we didn't have anybody to talk to at Zynga and we just made everything up as we went along. I mean, we went with we didn't make it up, but we would use the Facebook pages and we'd find information and we would post what the replies would. But let's view some more comments because I think there was a lot of other comments. People talking about having millions of points and how Zynga doesn't care about that because all Zynga wants is money. That's what they're saying. Money. Well, I'm sure they want money. And then more posts about nails and padlocks. And then it really frustrates me because they have the FarmVille2 site mixed in with the FarmVille2 Country Escape site. So you have people talking about the Derby horse races and unwanted dog houses, and then it really messes up, trying to figure out what's what. It's very confusing, I find.
Janine posted, and I love this. She said, "I wish we could send Speed Seed to co-op members instead of just on Facebook to friends who are also playing the game."
That is a neat idea. That would be totally cool to send those out.
Well, because back when we first started, we'd send those. Well, I don't think you ever did, but I would send a message on our messenger saying, "Hey, if anyone wants Speed Seed, we can totally be friends on Facebook." Like, it's just kind of silly, but that's the only way that you can send Speed Seed.
That is funny. It's like you have all these random FarmVille you have all these random people on your Facebook account that you have no idea who they are because of Speed Seed, right? It's just funny. And I mean, if I show you my this isn't the account that I use for my own account, but I get at least one friend request a day now from FarmVille people that just want to be my friend for Speed Seed. And so it's like, I could have like so many hundreds of friends. So I used to get jealous of people with lots of friends on Facebook. Like, you know, I would have like, I don't know, 150 friends or 200 friends or whatever I had. And then you would see some people with like 600 friends. And you're like, wow, they have so many friends.
I never felt that way. I always felt more sad for those people because if they have 600 Facebook friends, that probably means they don't have many real friends.
I don't know. Maybe they just like, I don't know. I don't know how it works. I guess if you go to university or you go to school or you get yourself, you know, you're in the public more, you end up just gaining more friends. That's just how it works, I guess. Facebook.
Or you go to a store and you are talking to someone who is interested in something you're looking at, and they say, "Hey, we should totally be Facebook friends."
Really? You had that?
You're
happen?
Like,
okay, has this happened to
I don't know you.
Has this happened to you?
This has happened.
No
Absolutely.
way. Are you sure?
Yes.
Was it a young man trying to get your phone number, perhaps?
Well, probably that too, but females as well. And I think it's because a lot of people just kind of get desperate for friends. Yeah.
I have never seen that. In fact, that'd be a great video to do. To walk into a grocery store and try to get like 10 Facebook friends in like half an hour. See if you can do it. Like random people, and then post the outcome of that.
Okay.
That would be crazy. I don't know. Or just, you know, like, how about door-to-door friend requests? Like, go to someone's house, I'll walk down my street, and I'll ring doorbells, and I'll be like, hey, can we be friends on Facebook? Here's my ID, or my profile.
There you go. Do it.
People should do these things and then record themselves doing it. What, don't you think?
So you go door to door, and I'll walk through the store in 30 minutes.
Oh, sure. So you want me to be murdered and not you.
No, because then your neighbors will know, oh, that creepy guy that lives over in that house.
Yeah, I'd have to go across town to do that, so and then wear a mask or something, maybe on Halloween.
Please don't wear a mask. You'll get the cops called.
Oh, that's true. I don't know about that, but yeah, random Facebook friends. People in the chat room, how many Facebook friends do you have? Are you a Facebook? What do you call yourself when you have a ton of friends? You're like a celebrity or what? No, it's something else. An icon?
I don't know.
I don't know. Sherry, how many friends do you have? Or Jean? Or Janine? I love how there's a Jean and a Janine. It's just so fun to say the J names. Jackie, Janine.
There's a lot of J names.
Jennilee. I figured to be a proper FarmVille fan, you have to have a name that starts with J. Just kidding. Which also started with J. Let's get back to farming.
Did you see? Sherry says, but how are they making money when people can get what they want by going to outside people?
I think it's because the majority of people would spend money on real keys. I don't think, you know, there's a lot of people on Facebook who play FarmVille, right? Like me and you and all the people in our chat room right now. But in the grand scheme of things, there's probably not a lot of people who know how to pay somebody for keys. Does that make sense?
No.
It doesn't make sense, or you're just not listening and you're reading chat?
No, you confused me. What do you mean people don't know how to pay for keys?
Well, right now, if you want to buy keys in the game, where do you go? You click on it, right? You buy them through Google Play or through iTunes, right?
Right.
So what Sherry is suggesting is that people are just using other services that use hacks to give you free keys, right?
Oh, I gotcha.
So she's saying, how are they making money? So first of all, the people that are informed on Facebook, which isn't a lot of people because most people are uninformed, but people like me and Jennilee and the people we deal with in our chat room know that if you do buy keys from a hacker, you will be placed in the hacker leaderboards, which is fine if that's what you want to do. But if you want to play with the rest of the fair players and not have to deal with the billions of points, then just don't do that, and then you won't get placed there. Second of all, I think there's a lot of honest people in the world who don't want to pay for someone else for keys, right? They just do the right thing, I guess, right?
Right.
And thirdly, the group of us that play, that are on Facebook or that look for YouTube videos on free keys and that sort of thing, it's a very small percentage of people. Like, there are literally tens of thousands of people playing FarmVille right now, and there's probably lot less that are currently on Facebook surfing the forums and surfing the sites for free keys and whatnot. I think so anyways. I don't think it's a very big percentage of people. I mean, there's how many people like, let me see, not this is just not this is a rhetorical question. I can actually find out how many likes the FarmVille2 page has. I think it says 2 million. And Carol just commented on my post. What does it say? I think it says on I search this, it tells me. So 14 million people like FarmVille2. That's the online game as well as Country Escape. That is a lot of people, absolutely. But I don't feel that there's, you know, 1 million or 14 million people reading all of their posts every week. I mean, you didn't know there was a survey, right? And you're into FarmVille. Right. And I mean, there's on the pages that I manage, like the BAM page, I posted that survey for the 2,000 people to see, and then they did that. So 2,000 out of the tens of thousands and hundreds of thousands that play. I don't think it's a big problem. I think they make a lot of money. In fact, we could pull up the slides, but that's just boring, right? I know, right. I know it makes a lot of money, but yeah, I think in the end of it, you know, they'll run events and people will buy keys, and yeah, they'll go on from there. But I needed to make some pear jam. Oh, I did. Cool.
Jean is asking, Jennilee, what's the Facebook name for you guys? It's the FarmVille CE live stream, right?
Yeah, so well, I think we have another account too. It's the account that you call me on each week. It's the Scott and Jennilee one, right? It's the one I have on the screen right now, actually. So we don't use this.
Yeah, we do have two. I forgot.
We do have two, but we don't really use this. The only thing I use this account for. So let me go home. You'll all see my screen here. If I click on, is it just home or is it my name? This one. So you can see this page I have brought up. It says FarmVille2, Scott and Jennilee, and we have literally no friends, and I very rarely read the chat in here. This we just use for our calls, so that when you guys want to come on our show or Jennilee wants to call us, it's a separate channel from my own personal Facebook account. And I think we set this up wrong. If I remember, Jennilee, we totally screwed this up anyways. We're not supposed to have a Facebook account with two people. Right, Facebook is just one person.
But this was like when we first came.
Yeah, this is like when we first
make the live stream.
So to find us on Facebook, she's asking, yeah, go to FarmVille2 Country Escape live stream, and that will take you to. If I just type it in, actually I'll go home because I think it's on my page. So here's our page. This is our live stream page, group page. It's FarmVille2 CE live stream. That's how you find us on Facebook. And we live here.
Now she's asking, what do I do? So what do I do for survey?
Oh, for survey. So let me post the link right now. So take our survey. I'm going to click this button right here. So if you go to our page, if you're on there right now, I'm going to post the link right now. So copy and back, and that did not work. And actually I should post it from my other site here. Okay, so I'm going to post it. While I'm posting it, you'll have to talk to me about something else because I can't do two things at once apparently.
Okay, so you asked how many Facebook friends. Janine says she has 519.
Wow, that's a lot.
And Sherry said she has 800.
Wow, that is a lot of friends.
I just looked at my own. I think it says 450, but I think I only have maybe 300. I think over 100 of them are already like FarmVille folks that have come in and sent me friend requests.
Exactly. Yeah, I only have a few FarmVille friends because I didn't want to overload my newsfeed with stuff. And I guess you can turn them off, but I didn't want to go through all that either. So anyways. Okay, so I just posted it. It should be live now. So if we go home here and I click on the live stream page. So on the live...
I do see it.
Yeah, you do see it? Yay. Okay, there it is. Anyone want free keys, click that. It won't last for long. Probably not even until the end of the night because they usually keep it up for a few days and then they pull it off. And there's people that whine that say they don't get the keys, but I've always got the keys, so you totally can get them yourself. Yay. Yay. Whoops. Sorry, I'm going to go back to some farming. The event. Let's start the event. Let's go. Wildlife Scarecrow event. You said you had started, Jennilee, or you hadn't started?
I clicked start. I haven't made anything yet. I sent people out to find items, and then I haven't yet played today.
Ah, I gotcha.
You have 250 friends? That's awesome.
I don't know how many friends I have. How do you tell? If I just click my name, will it tell me? 179. Yes. I have 179 friends. And Jennilee, you're one of them, and you're one of them, so you're like half my friends right there. Exactly. So whatever. It doesn't matter. Anyway, oops. Okay, so we are going to, what do I need to do to get this, I gotta make scarecrows. I gotta craft harvest poached pears. Whoa. Hey, that's what Anne just posted. Harvest poached pears for a chance at the wizard doll, but I thought they disappear when you make them. Remember that glitch we had when you could make stuff and it didn't go away? That was fantastic.
And we were all done with the event in like one day.
That was fabulous. That was fantastic. All right, I did make some of my supplies, my wedding invitations in advance because I knew I'd be starting this event. Oh, and did I finish a quest? Oh, yeah. Hey, that's one. How many did I need to make? 3? I feel I needed to make 3 for the boat race. A 1 of 3, yes. Okay, well, I can finish my pairs right now. Let's contribute to the boat races a lot tonight. Live. Oh no, I have to click on it like a bunch of times. Oh well. Oh dear.
Let me put my phone down for a second. I'm pretty sure I hear a screaming child.
Alrighty, go for it.
I'll be right back.
Alright, so we did the quest. Alright, we're gonna continue on. I'm gonna open my screen up so I can read the chats while Jennilee is away, and we can see. Just Dan has around 250. Well, you have more than I do, Just Dan, so congratulations. I see Pablo is up in our corner. No recent posts from Pablo. Hey, we got the farmer this week again. Wait, did I just win it? I just don't know what I did. But I can sell some trout, sell some mint, sell some clams. Moving right along, sell some salt, sell some bass. Yay!
I'm back.
Hello. Well, everything under control?
Was not me. I got new neighbors. I think they have a screaming child. Not mine.
That has to be one loud baby that you can hear from across the town.
Oh, that scared me so bad. I just heard somebody just screaming bloody murder.
Oh, jeez. That would not be good.
Janine says, Scott, someone has bought your blueberries.
Yay! That's probably why I got all those notifications that were bugging everybody earlier. Let's check it out. Yes, they are all bought. I'm not sure who that lovely lady was, but thank you. And then we have 4 mystery people who bought my blueberries. My county fair. I don't think I got any points last week, but let's go ahead and click it. Oh, you see that? I love when the pigs on your road just disappear when the truck comes to collect the prizes. Isn't that just amazing? They could at least run out of the way, and then they reappear.
It doesn't make any sense for the. It doesn't make any sense for the story that you sent Zynga.
I know. They just disappear. They should run off the road. Like, couldn't they make it so that look, they just disappeared again? Like I guess my truck is coming again to drop off a new crate. That was really weird. It's like deja vu. I just passed a farmer with 700 points. How did I get 700 points? Jennilee, watch the screen really quick. Tell me how I just got 700 points. Are you watching the screen?
I did, but I didn't see what you clicked on to get the 700 points.
What the heck just happened?
I don't know.
Have you guys ever had that on the chat room where you just get immediately 700 points for nothing? That is so weird. I swear, things happen sometimes and you don't know what's going on. Would you say that?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, now I'm getting event items. Fantastic. Pine nuts. I do enjoy a good pine nut.
What's a pine nut?
You get them from the glade.
Well, I know that. You just said you enjoy a pine nut.
Pine nuts are nuts that are in pine trees, like pine cone nuts.
Oh, do you eat pine cones?
I brush my teeth with them because they really clean the plaque out with pine cones. You just chew them, and then you spit, and it's just disgusting. I'm just kidding. No.
I feel like you're messing with me.
I am totally messing with you. We should have a segment each week where I totally tell you 3 things, and one of them is like true, and 2 of them are false, and you have to guess which one is true.
We could play that game.
We could do that. That would be fun.
Tune in next episode.
Tune in next episode. Wow, apparently you get pine nuts from the cows, the prize cows as well.
Janine said 700 points from what you've clicked since the county fair started. And then Jackie said, no, LOL, you got lucky at the fair.
Ah, funny.
But then David also said, it started Tuesday. It keeps your fair points until you click the fair.
Interesting. I did not. Is that something that happened new? Because I didn't know that did that.
I didn't know it did that either, but I haven't paid attention.
What if you just didn't do your county fair for like 2 months and then you just clicked it one day? Would you get like a whole ton of points?
That'd be pretty cool.
That would be cool.
But that would look like cheating.
yeah, you'd probably be flagged and have to play with the rest of the people.
The cheaters.
The rest of them, yes, that's true. I feel I need to make something. I need. Oh, okay. So harvest. What is it called? Harvest poached pears. Where do I make those at? At the stovetop. I'm just telling you what you need so that you know what you need. You need both Bosc. What is a BOSC pear? I never heard of that before.
Bosc pear.
Yeah,
I've seen those at the store.
Really? Are they yummy?
Mm-hmm. I don't recall. I'm not a pear fan.
You get them from the straw field. Huh. Is a straw field a thing? I feel it's not really a thing. I think it's something that's made up.
I don't know.
Is there any farmers on our live stream that have straw fields? I mean,
like for real straw fields?
Well, I'm sure like fields make straw, but in the FarmVille version, there's like a dog sleeping on a big pile of straw. Straw field. Well, the dog's not. The dog is sleeping there because I put him there. My propeller pooch, or whatever you call it. Is it a propeller pooch, or is it a propeller or something else?
I don't know.
Don't you know? Right. I have a long ways to go to do this event. But you know, the events are good because 2 padlocks on the middle section and 3 barn nails and 2 padlocks on the 4th. And on the second leg, 2 barn nails and 1 feed seed. That's cool. Sounds like, I'm not sure what you're doing, but it sounds like you're like exploring through a tube.
No, sorry. So I put my phone down real quick. I went ahead Huh?
In the sink?
No.
Put your phone in the sink? It sounded like you're underwater. It was like... Anyways.
Oh, there's a plane flying overhead. That's probably what you heard.
Sure, there is.
So I set my phone down and I clicked on my country escape so I could get my little player ID.
Right.
Since we've been on the phone, I went ahead and did the survey.
Right.
So it's good and done, and it says I'll get 10 keys within the next 48 hours.
Wow, you multitask. You did the survey at the same time. That is very tasking thing of you.
I'm telling you, I'm a good multitasker usually.
Very true, very true.
David said yes, it's called the hay in the farming business. It's called hay in the farming business.
So should it have been called then, David, a pile of hay? Or a field of hay? Like it's called a straw field. It should be a hay field then.
That's what Anne says. I would call it a pile of straw.
Right.
Is what Anne says.
And it's a straw field, so it's a hay field that makes straw. Maybe. I don't know. And that would be what hay bales are made out of, we would assume?
Out of straw?
Or would they be hay? Is hay different than straw?
Do you want me to Google it?
No, I want someone in there. I want David to tell us. David, do you know? How do we even get into this conversation about straw and hay in the first place? No clue.
The event.
Oh yes, the event. Obviously that, but it kind of went sideways, I feel. I have a question mark here that's been... Oh, look at this. Okay, what am I going to get out of this mill? I feel I have a lot of people in this mill. Like, there's a lot of happy ducks and happy goose. Wow, the goose was almost underwater. It almost drowned. All right, we're going to click it. A padlock.
Ooh, I Googled it, and I got the answer, but I'm going to wait.
For what? What are you waiting for?
So David said hay and straw are the same thing. Anne says I thought they were the same, but then when I Googled it, from some farm website, it says hay and straw seems very similar on the surface, but they are actually quite different. Each one ideal for its own thing. For example, hay is a feed, while straw is a byproduct, and although both can be used for bedding, straw is the better choice.
Interesting.
I still think they're the same thing just by reading that, but...
I don't understand. I think they're the same thing too. Sounds like the same thing to me.
It does.
Exactly the same.
Maybe it's just it's the same thing, but it depends on what you use it for is what changes the name. Maybe.
I see. Is David a farmer? Do we know?
I don't know. He said thanks, Jennilee, though. You're welcome. Janine said farmers harvest tall grass that's dried, makes hay, and Anne said straw is the leftover from combining the crops.
Like combining them or combining them?
Combining.
you can combine like canola with a grain, and then you get apparently straw.
Janine says lots of bales of hay around here for cows to eat during the winter.
Yummy. Seems like such a silly diet to the straw. So how about the straws? Are you guys banning straws in the U.S. as well? From places?
Straw?
Banning them, like getting rid of straws. You go to a restaurant and you order a drink and they won't give you a straw. Is this something that's happening? Speaking of straw?
I don't pay attention to the news, so I have no idea.
But do you pay attention at the drive-through when you get your drink, and is there a straw sticking out of it?
I've always gotten a straw.
All right.
That I know of.
So apparently there's a lot of straw in the ocean, and so people are not having straws anymore. They're like, bring your own straws. Internet.
Well, why don't they just make the straws out of something else that's not going to harm?
Like straw, right?
Yeah.
They could just use straw. Yeah. Is straw hollow? Like straws are hollow, but is like wheat straw hollow? Would that be really tasting nastily to have? So David.
So I think we need to use our Google Sheets and come up with a plan to make them out of straw, and then we'll go ahead and go on Shark Tank, right?
All right, that sounds good. And
we got this. We can use Anne. She's smart.
Sounds good. Sounds fantastic. Okay, so it is 9 o'clock. 9:01 actually. So maybe we'll wind it down. Chat room can start saying goodbye, and we will wrap it up for another week. I think that would be a cool thing.
Good.
It's a lot of straw talk tonight. I feel it. Thanks, FarmVille, for making straw in our game, so we have a conversation to talk about tonight.
I think it would be a great idea for us, like, today the topic was straw. Let's have something really cool to talk about next week.
Okay, well, cool like in cold or cool like in cool?
Cool as in better than straw.
Because straw could mean so much. Straw could be the straws in the drinks and the straw in the hay. Yeah.
Anne doesn't want straw in her drinks. She says that's yuck. So we're not doing that. Back to the drawing board.
Exactly. Awesome. So is there any goodbyes in our chat room?
Yes. So far we have a goodbye from Anne. Good night, Anne.
Good night. Thanks for joining us.
We have good night from Jackie and Sherry.
Jackie and Sherry, good night. Thank you for hanging out with us tonight.
We have a live stream was brought to you tonight by Straw from Anne.
Hey, that's awesome. Get it? I even did a hey joke.
I like it.
Yeah.
We have a good night from Janine.
Good night, Janine and Jean.
Good night, Janine. And then we have a good night from Mona. Hello, Mona, and good night, Mona.
Hey, Mona.
I don't remember saying hello.
I don't remember saying hello either to Mona. Good night and hello.
And then I'm caught up so far, but we can say goodbye to, we have Jackie and Chantel.
Wow.
And Janine and Jean and David. We still need to check on Frank, by the way.
We do. We need to email or message Frank and find out what's going on with Frank. That's really odd. It's really strange, actually. I find that really odd.
It is.
Just
we
Frank.
can say goodnight to Sherry.
Good night, Sherry.
And I'm trying to see if I've missed anyone. Brenda.
Hey, we haven't had... Lori. Lori hasn't been here for a few episodes. I wonder why. Interesting. Oh, well.
Jean said good night. Thank you for your time and info. See you all next week.
Good night, Jean. Thank you for showing up and hanging out.
And then David said, peace out, farmers. Have a wonderful weekend. If anyone's co-op needs help with items, I'd be glad to stop in for a day and give. Need invite, though.
Nice.
I do it all the time.
Hey, speaking of which, we had a post on YouTube on last week's stream, and it was from a player asking for a good co-op to be in, and they were an active player that played quite frequently, and they were looking for a cool place to join. And so I suggested coming to the live stream and saying that you needed a place in one of our awesome chat rooms. People could pick you up. So they didn't show up tonight, but if any of you in the chat room want to go to our site and just put, we have room in our co-op, come join us, we're active, we'd love to hang out, post that, because people are coming to our sites to check out good co-ops. We get lots of them coming through ours just from the YouTube, and so if we had some of you guys willing to take them, that would be cool too, right?
Right, exactly.
Perfect. Awesome. So I'll let you do your good nights, and then I'll do my good nights, and then we will see everybody next week.
Okay. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. I love talking to all of you every week, and I look forward to next week.
As do I. And with that, I will say good night. God bless, and we'll see you all here back next week. Have a great week, guys. Bye.
Bye.